for Farming Simulator 22, and this is Steiger Series II by Blog 2003, 17.71 megabytes to download, 18 slots on console. This is a curious, well, an interesting curious mod due to a somewhat vague description and some blurry brainness on my part. But anyways, we got it all sorted out, and here it is. First of all, let's find it in the store under large tractors and all the way to the end. Here we go. $50,000, so pretty cheap. Up to 320 horsepower, manual transmission, 780 liters of fuel, and a 15 mile per hour traveling speed, 12 tons. Now here we have our color choices as the first option. We have the original green, we have an industrial, a Canadian version, Spirit of 76, obviously United States, and export to Hungary, which is very similar to the industrial, but with some white, of course, and then the blue Steiger, back to the green. So let's, oh, the Spirit of 76 is $1,000 extra. So is the blue one for some reason, oddly enough. Let's go to the Canadian version because that's where I am. Engines, we have the Caterpillar engine at 300 horsepower. We have the Cummins NT855 at 310 horsepower, and the 320 horsepower is the Cummins VT903 V8. Wheel brands, we have several: Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Midas, Nokian, Vertestein, and Trelleborg. In Trelleborg, we have some wide singles options and twins. Michelin, we have the standard, twins, and triples, which is nice. And then standard, and so we have a bunch of options there. Continental, we have two sizes of twin tires. BKT, we have a bunch of, so it's kind of all twins or wides. Nokian is interesting because we do have twins in that, just the one style, but cool nonetheless. Vertestein, no twins, just a bunch of singles, and back to Trelleborg. So the most you'll have to pay for tires, let's see, Nokian, yeah, it looks like $500 is the maximum cost for any style of tire. Lights, we have standard or extra. Axles, we have our choice of axles. I don't know if they actually make any difference, but we have 3 different axles to choose from. Glass, we have standard, dirty, or even dirtier, it would seem, oddly enough. Beacon, yes or no. Air filter, we have the standard or that style. Exhaust, we have the chrome or the rain cap type. And attachers. Attachers, we have standard and 3-point for an extra $1,500. And then the interesting bits that kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop at first, but we figured it out. Front loader attacher, which isn't really extra front loader. It is a dozer blade attachment. A front attacher, which is just plainly a hitch. And then a mounted fertilizer adapter, which we will all show how they work and what they are as the video progresses. Right, so let's just hop in. We don't have any horn. There's the horn. As for other things, really nothing. We have lights like so. Signals. Oops, no, come back here. Signals. Interior as such. We drive forward, we have levers that move around and things that do things. The seat kind of moves around a little bit. The dashboard is nicely lighted and things are working. Let's see, signals. Well, I don't think there's any indicator on the dash that the signals are working, but anyways, right. So first of all, how does it perform in the field? Okay, so let's hop in here. I have this one tricked out at the 320 horsepower. Oh, I see that's changed the turbo with the Cummins diesel. Nice. Hooked up to something that's way too big for it. 375 horsepower cultivator. Canadian edition, of course. And if we hire a worker, this plow is rated at 9 miles per hour, and as you can see, he's struggling a little bit to find just the right gear. So it's obviously too much for this tractor. However, he does eventually figure out how to get it up at least to 8 miles an hour, which is quite impressive nonetheless. And he'll stay at that until it gets to the end. So anything a little bit less horse, like if you get something that's, I've tested a few others, 320 horsepower implement is no problem. So it's just anything over, it's just pretty much limited to its horsepower rating or very close to it. So what next? What can we do next? Well, let's go off to here, because this one, let's talk about the front hitch first. Now, if we spin this around and see what it hooks up to, that's pretty much going to tell you what that front hitch is for. And as you can see here, pin hitch very nicely fits into a pin hitch, and forward to here. No, not a ball hitch. So that is what that is all about. It is just an added pin hitch to the front. Now, let's go over here. This is also something that comes with this pack. It is a set of tanks, which was somewhat confusing to me, but that's not hard to do initially. Where do we... So this is the fertilizer option, right? That we showed. That fits into this. This is going to be found under tools and sprayers. That's where you're going to find it. And here it is. Mounted fertilizer tank, $3,000. Herbicide and liquid fertilizer, 600 liters. And that is 2 slots on console. If we take a look at it, we have some options for color. We have the green, we have the yellow for industrial, the red for the Canadian, blue is for the Spirit of 76 version, the orange is for the Hungarian version, and the other blue is for the blue Steiger version. Now, no charge for any of those color changes, so that's pretty nice. So how do you hook that up? Well, you take your tractor and you drive it forward into between like that, and as you see, it pops up right away, and there it is, very nicely attached to the front. Now, this can be used if you're pulling a sprayer or fertilizer or something like that, but you can also sell from it, as you can see here. So if you have excess fertilizer or whatever, you can empty the tank or refill the tank as needed. If we come over to this buy anything silo, Farm Dog Max is excited about it. We can fill it with either herbicide or liquid fertilizer, and like so. So that is that. And as you can see, the suspension is pretty suspension-y. Kind of nice. Some nice flex on the suspension and the twist and everything. So that's pretty nice. Look at that. Right, okay. Now, finally, we have a Spirit of 76 one tricked out with the dozer blade. Where do you find the dozer blade? That's an excellent question. It took me a little scrounging around, but here it is in levelers. And there it is, Steiger Dozer Blade, $3,000, 4 meters in width, 630 kilograms. And we have the green, the industrial, Canadian, Spirit of 76, export to Hungary, and blue Steiger versions, all colors. Yes, and there it is. No charge for any of those, and no extra charge for any of those. Right, so let's hop in here. Now, how do you use this? L1 and right stick up and down does that. So it's all like you get see the hydraulics there kind of set up once you attach it. So unattached is like so. As you drive up to it, it will give you the attach icon, bam, and then all that other stuff kind of appears there to work. And that is it. So how does it work with leveling? Well, it's okay, but compared to other levelers, it's not that great. You will be able to level a pile, but it doesn't really, it does work, but it's not the best one. It probably works best for clearing snow and stuff, but because right on the ground, so we put it right on the ground, it will, yeah. So maybe snow, I don't know, but anyways, that's how it works. And that's pretty much it. I think I have got everything this time. And there it is. That's the Steiger Series II by Blog 2003, 17.71 megabytes to download. Oh, the dozer blades, 1 slot. Yes, so 18 slots. 1 slot for the dozer blade, 2 slots for the tanks. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.